A Brooklyn bishop robbed during a Sunday service while it was streamed online. He is now being sued by a former parishioner. Welcome back. I'm Christine Johnson.
And I'm Dick Brennan. The bishop robbed at gunpoint last Sunday says there's been too much focus on his lifestyle and not enough on the crime that happened inside his church. As CBS 2's Andrea Grimes reports, it comes amid a lawsuit filed against him.
And he must have knew something about a robbery. Are you kidding me? Let my church give us some sympathy.
Bishop Lamor Whitehead fiercely defending himself at a press conference today, speaking just steps away from his Canarsie church that became a crime scene last weekend.
Yo, all right.
Police say 3 armed suspects caught on video robbed the bishop and his wife during last Sunday's service of $1 million worth of jewelry. Whitehead says instead of focusing on the terrifying crime and search for suspects, he believes the media has wrongly focused on his criminal history and what some describe as his lavish lifestyle.
Why is Fendi, Louis, and Gucci, why can't we wear that in the church? I'm not on a salary with my church. It's about having multiple streams of income. That's it.
Whitehead says he was previously convicted wrongfully of grand larceny and scheme to defraud. He also addressed a lawsuit filed against him last September by a church member. The suit alleges Whitehead promised, quote, in exchange for $90,000, he would assist plaintiff in purchasing and renovating a house. Instead, court documents allege Whitehead took the money and used it to help buy a $4.4 million home for himself in Saddle River, New Jersey.
I can't get into the legality of this fictitious claim against me.
Whitehead has talked about his relationship with Mayor Adams, describing him as a mentor and friend. Today, the mayor weighed in.
Lamar and any other individual that I support, I continue to try to mentor. As a black man, I have an obligation to mentor other black men that had negative encounters in their lives and other people in general.
An attorney for the plaintiff in that lawsuit had no comment. Meantime, Whitehead is calling on the 3 suspects in the robbery to turn themselves in. In Canarsie, Brooklyn, Andrea.
Hey guys, thanks for watching and tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into this mess. Please, I have receipts and everything, so please watch the entire video, the video in its entirety. You do not want to miss all of this content, this information that I have with you, because it's some twists and turns. Now, you all know this ex-con by now. He has polished his bad boy lifestyle into a fortune, and now he's getting fame for the wrong reasons. I had to laugh at all of the shenanigans that's been taking place over these past few days, but hey, this is real life and in real time. Now, Bishop Lamor Whitehead is a well-known community activist and politician in Brooklyn. So in other words, I guess he's the Teflon Don of the bishops. Now, he himself has went live from being a scammer all the way to the pulpit with his antics. But let me continue. He currently serves as the leader of the church, and he's also the founder. Now, he's notable for wearing Gucci suits and luxurious chains, and diamond encrusted chains, and vehicles that's just over the top. Okay, so, but what about the congregation? Like, for real, what's going on with your congregation? Because I know we have people which are the most vulnerable people that come to church. I hope their needs are being met, and that is more than enough money to, you know, buy everyone a house, allegedly, if he's been able to spend 4.5 on one house and still have money. But we'll get into that. Now, this organization has yet to share their finances and accounting. And with that being said, they it's supposed to be it's public knowledge, but it alleges to be non-profit. And it has an estimated revenue of $500,000 annually. So that's what he's supposed to be making. And all of this is allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Stay tuned, though. You haven't heard it all. Now, he is the pastor of the Leaders Tomorrow International Church. His net worth is supposed to be $2 million. Now, that is where certain things contradict itself. But hey, okay, let's go on. Now, this is a very sketchy bishop, to say the least. For those who may not be familiar, I'm talking about Bishop Lamor Whitehead, better known as the bishop who got robbed at the pulpit. For his jewelry, him and his wife. First, he claimed it was $400,000 in jewelry. Then he made a later claim saying it was $1 million. Immediately in my entire, just basically in my entire life, I've never seen so much audacity, period. And from this over-the-top bishop, of course, I know, like myself, you all have many unanswered questions. It's sad to say, but if y'all don't know by now, church is only a big business. Like, for real, it's just a big business. And that's why the pastors and the first ladies, they're the best dressed, and there's a competition, and they have the nicest cars, and the churches are tore down. And I'm gonna put a picture in the video to let y'all see this liquor store / church that he's running, because he's not putting anything into the church, and it shows. Now, it's sad to say, but if y'all don't know by now, this church is only a big business, and those church folks do more sinning than anybody else. Sad to say, but it's time to wake up, my people, from being cash cows to these imposters who come in the name of the Lord, but only out to mislead generations of the most, like I said again, the most vulnerable people in society. I had to take my time with this character because he is a lot to take in, for real. So go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and share this gospel, because it's critical that we stay woke and vigilant to these type of con artists, using the good Lord for his millions in jewelry. 164,000 mansion is what he's supposed to have had, but I've done research on that, the mansion in New Jersey. And I also got a note coming that they posted on the door that's saying, talking about his loan, but we'll get into that later. But over the top, don't know if these suits are real or not, but this man needs a Lifetime biopic, like, for real, exposing him. But then that would be the clout that he so wants and needs, because he appears to look like a rapper, and allegedly all things are alleged, but damn, his church for praise looks like a damn liquor store, which may be triggering to most. It's quite apparent where the money is going, and since this pandemic, I know he is spreading more than the gospel to keep up with this lavish, over-the-top lifestyle. I'm not going to lie, I thought this was hilarious, but I had to put myself in those people's shoes, the elders, and who basically invested in this cruel man's dream. And I bet you he wouldn't help them on a $300 light bill. He's the type to do a prayer and tell you to walk out on faith. And that's some sad stuff, guys. Like, for real. Like, we have to wake up and watch what we invest our time and our money into. Energy is everything. People will drain you, guys. You know, seriously. Now, internet sleuths who did their findings, and of course, I'm not going to talk about it unless I have actual factual comments to ride with me, because I don't need y'all in the comments saying, well, this and that. Now, let's get into it. This BS, because he is definitely the donkey of, not for the day, the whole 2022. Really, for the rest of the entire time we're here on earth, he is considered the donkey. Now, hear me when I say, and he's out of all, and he out of all people should know God doesn't like ugly and is not too fond of pretty. So let's just say that he wasn't behind this evil deception. and also basically is receiving his karma from all the things that he has done in the past, present, etc. Sorry for the screw up. I'm kind of like upset as I'm reading what I wrote down and uncovered, but you know, it gets frustrating. He seems non-godly, only profits off of these broken people. He appears to be a worldly man, a materialistic person. Now, I'm not trying to defame anyone. I'm not trying to defame anyone. These are for educational purposes only. So him and many others who scam other people, their own people, for personal monetary gain. And shout out to Tasha K for getting an interview with this clown. And remember saying he had, and remember her saying that he had 4 phones and they kept going off the entire times. Now, what does a pastor is doing with 4 phones? And they were constantly interrupting the interview. But anyways, back to my action. Now, what is he doing to maintain this lifestyle? That's the realtea. Now, I didn't watch the rest of TK because when she said that it rested my case, basically. Now he is accused. Now he is accused of convincing a 56-year-old Pauline Anderson to invest nearly her entire life savings in one of his firms with the promise that he could help her buy a home despite her bad credit history. The court papers say Anderson wrote Whitehead a $90,000 cashier's check in November of 2020 and relied on him to give her $100 monthly in allowances to pay for her living expenses, according to the lawsuit. Now, after months went by in early 2021 without the monthly payment or progress on the home purchase, Whitehead allegedly told Anderson that he was treating her investment as a donation to his then campaign for Brooklyn borough president. He said he had no obligation to pay it back. Now, Whitehead fraudulently included Miss Anderson to liquidate her entire life savings to pay him the investment of $90K, promising to use the funds to purchase and renovate a house for her, alleges the lawsuit. Now, Miss Anderson was instead left with nothing but a vague promise by Mr. Whitehead, aka Bishop 2 Chain, with the Gucci suit, to pay back funds in the future, followed by an assertion that he had no further obligation to do so. Anderson hasn't made a comment due to this ongoing litigation still pending. Now, I'm going to keep showing you guys these text messages because they are critical in the litigation, and that is the proof that she has because she doesn't have any receipts left, but we'll get more on that in just a second. So I'm going to keep showing you that, so if you have to pause and read it, do just that. Now, Whitehead loves to display his high-end taste all over Instagram, cars, clothes, and real estate, but can't help this poor woman with somewhere to live. Now, I do hate that she didn't get a receipt for such a large sum of money. The lady met a pastor through her son right after she recovered from a life-threatening surgery. Now, could the son of Miss Anderson be in on this? I'll tell you. Court papers also, and let me stop right here. I want you guys to pay attention to this Gucci suit that he has on. And I also went online and check out the prices that he's paying. And this is just for one suit. Now let's get back into this debacle here, because this is a mess. Now, court papers also say that Bishop did help Miss Anderson's son Rashid secure housing, but with her, after she got well, her son introduces them. He prays for her. He prays over her over the phone. well, he prays for her over the phone. She is feeding him the ammo that he will soon use against her. Now, I can see her thinking, is this too good to be true with my critic and all? But her son did it. So that probably helped her let her guards down. So, now keep in mind, y'all, bad critic or not, there are so many things, ways, avenues that you can go by to help you with less money than that. And you can get housing or whatever you need. There's so many resources out there. So educate yourself, guys. But she wrote Bishop Whitehead a cashier's check in November 2020 after the first monthly allowance was paid out in January 2021. Whitehead essentially disappeared and cited his campaign for Brooklyn borough president. Now, the campaign finance records show Anderson made $175 in the donation to Whitehead's campaign. On January 10th of 2021, Whitehead did not receive public matching dollars, CFB records show. Now, the text message that were submitted as evidence to the lawsuit alleged, in which I sent you guys the text message, but I'm going to talk about them as well, where he told Anderson, and for the record, anything that was given to me is a donation unless it's attached to a contract I was making of investments. That's what I do, end quote. The text Whitehead also addressed Anderson's claiming the devil, quote unquote, was using him, quote unquote. Keep in mind, Bishop kicked her son out of his church because he was unintegral. So the son had a falling out. Pauline Anderson's son had a falling out with Bishop as well. You know, Bishop was playing with their money. He scammed this man's mother out of $90,000, her whole lifetime savings. So, you know, of course, things were only going to go bad because bad business never ends well. Now, this, I also, now I'm finna get into this. I gotta keep you guys posted. Now it's finna get real messy. Stay tuned. If you haven't liked, comment, and subscribe, share this video. Let's get it out there so people could be more informed. Thanks. But let's keep it rolling. Now, this letter that I keep showing was posted on the door of the mansion in New Jersey, taped, saying that to his home stated he defaulted on a $4.5 million loan, so that was not his anymore. Now, and I'm going to keep that up there for a second. Now, Anderson isn't the first person to accuse Bishop of defrauding them of significant sums of money. In 2016, the New York Post reported that Bishop still owed Monterey Symphony conductor Maximo Brigado Dharma $260,000 for a prior court judgment over an unpaid personal loan. That loan has also involved in an alleged real estate transaction. Whitehead previously served 5 years in a Sing Sing prison for multiple counts of identity fraud and grand larceny before being released in 2013. The NYPD is investigating this crime and will work tirelessly to bring the criminal involved to justice. End quote. But that is what they're saying. And I'm finna give you guys my opinions. Just give me a second. And you better be getting ready to share this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what you think. Spam those comments. Team Dreadhead Beauty, Team DHB. Get it right. Now, y'all know a hit dog will always holler no matter what. So the reason why I kept showing this little clip in my video is because those were tears of a sorry excuse of existence to be in a community where the hope and the gospel and the faith is very much needed. You know what I'm saying? And to be doing just as worse as the robbers did to you. Now, this is the New Jersey home that has been causing a controversy, and that many people has been talking about. This is him flexing in his walk-in closet. You know, he's very materialistic. He's all about show and tell and all of that. But wait until you see this church where they praise the Lord. And, you know, look at it. I mean, look at this. But look at the cars outside of it. And then you really finna be surprised. Because I don't know if y'all have heard this, but he has some heavyweight, real deal celebrities coming through this joint. People like 50 Cent, Diggy Simmons, just to name a few. You're going to see the pictures of all types of different artists, celebrities, millionaires, billionaires coming through his church. Something he's doing is not legal. And not only that, he has all of these connections. Where and how do he know these people? Comment in the comment section if this is new to you guys. 50 Cent looks like he comes on a frequent. Then he has this boxer. I can't even remember his name. Like, it's outrageous to have. And look, Casanova 2 times. He's in the feds. So, like, he's dealing and touching hands with crooked people. And, you know, these people, they money launder. They put their money in churches, and all type of crooked stuff go on. But you cannot tell me that he's not doing something. But the truth shall always come to light. And if he is what he say he is, this should be nothing new to him. He knows these things. He even on a picture with Nas. He's on the picture with heavyweights. They're coming to his church. Steph Curry, he's got all of these heavyweights that's coming to his church, supporting him. And he's not helping the congregation. He's not giving back. He's not being a man of service. Fat Joe in this picture, like, come on, man. Like, what will it take? Guys, comment, like, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already for more raw, uncut content. Okay? Get those subscribers up on the road to 1K. And then we're going to get a million. We're going to try to reach 1 billion if we can. I want to touch and reach all people possible. This channel is very diverse, and you're going to find something that you like on it. Make sure you share this video. Let's get this fruitcake, this nut. Let's get him exposed for what he really is and stop taking the black dollar. And he's not the only pastor, bishop, deacon, or any of that that's destroying our community. These rappers, they're not giving back. They're not doing their part either. Just showing your face in church ain't much. Give it to the people that need it. Light bills need to be paid. We're in the inflation. We're in a pandemic. We're going through things. We need people that's going to push behind their communities that they bang behind on television. Let's wake up. Reality. Don't let reality slap you in the face. Wake up to reality and do something about it. And I'm doing something about it just by sharing this information so that it could reach the right person. So help it reach the right person. Get those algorithms. Get in the comment section and just spam the comment section out with your name and your opinions and your thoughts. Let's keep all things positive. Let's keep staying on our grind. Do what you love. Stay focused. Stay positive. Always be inspired. And never let nobody like this preach to you and tell you about the gospel that you can't learn yourself. That's why I always say I'm more spiritual than religious, because sometimes that big business called church is just for that big business called church to keep up with first ladies, new her weave, her hat, and her cars, and the pastors too. Now, all churches may not be like that, but predominantly they are. It's about money with them. Do not let them take out your household to give to them, and they are living fine, and you're the one struggling. God knows. It's other ways you can show God that you are for him and his people. Best believe that. All praises to the Most High. Thank you for watching.